No, you're fine.
So usually we try to close the doors at 7 so that we start with meditation. Tonight I'm going to wait just a couple more minutes because we have many people coming and I hate to have them standing outside while we're sitting inside. So I'll just talk for a minute. My name is Karen. My pronouns are she, he, or she, or sorry, could be she, he, she, her, and we're going to give you a taste of choir tonight. We're going to meet some new directors. We're going to meet all the staff. We're going to do some singing. We're going to do some thinking about creating the love community. And we're going to be very happy to be singing together in these times. So, come on in. Let's do, Colleen, let's do a song about regular people.
Okay. You want to do the upper one?
Yeah. It's part of a warm-up. Hi, everybody. I'm Colleen. New microphones. And she, her, and good to be here. Good to see so many people. So, you want to sing something? All right. So we did this at the Westcott Cultural Fair. And it goes, it's a spiritual, right? And so it goes, it's a poem response, right? So I'll sing a line and you sing a line. So, up over my head, up over my head, I see freedom in the air, I see freedom in the air, up over my head, up over my head, I see freedom in the air, I see freedom in the air, up over my head, up over my head, I see freedom. Imagine singing that hum all the way from your belly, breathing in.
like when the glories come up, if you know. And if you do know, and you do sing it, and the people who don't know, if you want to join along, do you like dance, right? Yeah. All right. Okay, we read it.
Well, we're doing, as part of the repertoire that we had, there's many reasons why we're doing this song. It's really timely for now. It's called I Name You Freedom, I Name You Liberty. And there are so many people being detained. There's the genocide in Gaza. There's people the U.S. is using Gestapo tactics in cities to terrorize our communities, and particularly people of color, trans, people that just don't, it seems to, it's very, very targeted, and it's very scary, and there's a lot of solidarity around it, and it's also kind of very horrifying, and it's a really terrible moment. And it reminds me of many times in Latin America that our government has done the same exact thing. Dictatorship after dictatorship, and most people in this country have no clue about that. And now it's being brought to a city near you, in a blue state. But no one is immune, we're all affected. We're like trees, that we just, when others are hurting, we feel it, And so we're going to be singing that song, I Name You Freedom. The English is, you know, I name you in the name of everyone. I name you for your true name. And at night, when no one can see me, I write your name on the walls of my city. And there are some names I can't name because I can't name them out of fear. And fear, I think, means, you know, the personal fear and also the fear for the other, you know, that would be threatened, right? And so this song it's a beautiful piece. And actually, speaking of which, I have a bunch of these little your rights, know your rights cards, and they're in English and Spanish, and I'm going to leave some up here that you can take, and you can take a few, and you can hand them out to people to know your rights. It's really important that you, even some of us, I mean not even, but many of us do not know our rights, and it's really important, and everyone has them, okay? Whether you're documented, quote unquote, or undocumented, which is just ridiculous. We can go on past that forever, but we're not. I don't worry. No comments from the peanut gallery. All right, so I'm gonna play this song. This is the concert that we did back in Solstice Concert. No, it's not. Okay, so it's gonna. We had a special guest, Francisco Herrera. He does amazing work out in California. He's a community activist, and he was a wonderful singer too. So I'm gonna play you a little bit of this song so you can hear it. And you'll have the lyrics and the music in next week. Oh, I don't want to do Apple Pay, I don't want to make it up. Okay. Oops. So a little bit of an introduction. So that is a couple of verses in the chorus, and the chorus will, this time around, we'll sing the chorus in Spanish, and everyone will sing that, and then we'll also sing the chorus in English, and we'll sing a verse in English as well. Let me just, sure, I'll sing really quickly the, oops. Just want to get the lyrics up, and I just sing it, and maybe teach it to you a little bit. Yeah. Just for, I'll sing the English chorus. It will be, Yeah, that's gonna be good. Good, thank you. And so the next person is Kevin.
Hello, hello. All right, so I have a song for you. This is from a musical called The Greatest Showman. Yes, I mean, you know, and that's pretty cool. So, we're going to do a shortened version of the song, and I'm going to teach the melody of it today. We probably won't have time to get into all the parts. I did write out like 4 parts of the piece, but we'll start off with just the melody and kind of see how that goes for today. All right. I'm going to go over here to the piano so you guys can kind of hear what the parts sound like. So that's going to be the basic melody. Break it down a little bit. So, repeat after me.
With the words.
Alright. And we will come back home. And we will come back home. Home again. That's going to be what the words are. Now, repeat after me. And we will come back home.
And we will come back home.
Nice. And we will come back home.
And we will come back home.
Home again.
Home again.
All together. 1, 2, ready, and 1.
And we will come back home. And we will come back home. Home again.
All right. This part is for the basics. What's that? And so you're going to drop the song down the octave. And we will come back home. And we will come back home. Up. So you're just going to drop the first line down the octave. Then the second line's going to be different. And we will come back home. Try it.
And we will come back home.
And then you'll do the last line. Home again. Try it.
Home again.
So last line. And we will come back home. Home again. Basses all the way through. And we will come back home. And we will come back home. Home again. Everyone else do that main melody. 1, 2, ready, and 1.
And we will come back home. And we will come back home. Home again.
Nice. Altos, if you want to join on that line an octave higher for right now, that'd be really cool. We can do it. Yeah, I want to hear that. Bass is altos, a little louder. Make that part come out. Oh, sorry. Bass is altos. That's good. Yeah, right? Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and 1.
And we will come back home. And we will come back home. Home again.
Yeah, and maybe next time we'll do the other parts. But guys, that was pretty cool. We're starting to do some 2-part harmony. All right. Oh, we can? All right. So Karen said, give me a push to the top part. This right part. All right. All right. So, first line is kind of, and we will come back home. Try it.
And we will come back home.
Nice. And we will come back home.
And we will come back home.
Home again.
Home again.
All three lines together. And we will come back home.
And we will come back home. Home again.
Sorry about that. I messed up the rhythm. Yeah, here we go. 1, 2. Let's do it one more time. Great. That sounds lovely. 1, 2. Sopranos alone. And 1.
And we will come back home. And we will come back home. Home again.
Cool. Sopranos and the main melody. Here we go. So. 1, 2. Ready, and 1.
And we will come back home. And we will come back home. Home again. come back home, home again.
Yeah, nice.
What we're going to do is a little activity about our identities. And in a second, you're going to get a sheet of paper. Don't get excited yet. We're going to talk about the fact that we all have multiple identities. Okay? And I always use myself as an example. I'm a woman. I'm a lesbian. I'm Jewish. I'm able-bodied or sometimes able-bodied. Depends on the day. I was raised middle class. English is my first language. We've got lots of identities. And what we're going to do is just explore some of our own, learn to be more thoughtful and sensitive to other people, and figure out how we can learn about people's identities in a way that is respectful. Right? It's great to want to know, it's great to be curious, and if we could all learn to ask thoughtful questions of each other, the world would be so much better. You know, there's a huge difference. I'm used to working with teachers. There's a huge difference between a kid saying, "What is that you're eating? It's gross," and "I've never seen that food before. What's it called? And can I taste it?" I mean, those are very different responses. So if our response to difference of any kind was curiosity, woo, why do you wear that? And what religion are you? And what does that mean? And, you know, ways to ask questions. Unfortunately, sometimes now people are so nervous about getting it wrong that they don't want to interact with it at all. Like, I noticed something is different, but I'm going to mess it up and get yelled at, so never mind, I won't talk to you. That doesn't help us to be welcome. Okay, so now I will ask my helpers to pass out a sheet to each person. Quickly, no, just, what? Just everybody gets one. No, everybody gets one. So here's the secret to this. In your piece of paper, there's a sticker in the top corner. And don't worry, we have plenty, so if you don't get one, but we do need them to get all handed out. We don't want people who don't have one. Do we need, who doesn't have one yet? Diane, can you get some of those folks over there? Am I still alive? Am I alive? That's good.
Diane, over here.
All right. So what's going to happen? Take a second to look at it. All right. How are we doing?
We have 3 more right there.
We have 3 more right there. I'm going to get yours in 1 second. If you look at it in the top, let me give yours away for now. Who else didn't have one? Okay, so then I need 2 more. All right, you'll see in a minute while I was handing them out, sort of as though there weren't enough, because there weren't enough. In the top corner, on one side, you see a sticker. You see a sticker? All right. So this is a little bit of controlled chaos, but there's a reason for it. On the form, it asks you, the one that has the circle, or I guess it's more of an oval, it asks you to fill in what your identities are in certain areas. Race, I would write white, but I could also write something else. And maybe you look at me and say white, but that's not how I identify. You are not going to share this paper with anybody. So you don't need to worry about outing yourself. If you don't want to write your religion or your sexual orientation, don't write it down, or write it down and you don't have to share it. Okay, so we're going to do that pretty quickly. Does everybody have pencils? No. All right, my lovely assistants will pass out pencils. If you're struggling with a category, like I don't know what my socioeconomic status is, am I poor, am I middle class, just do the best you can. And actually, the places where we struggle to name ourselves, that's actually instructive. It tells us something about our challenges in putting names on things.
Just leave those.
All right.
They're not going to work, so.
All right, so take a few minutes to fill out your form. All right. Don't agonize over it. Write down what makes sense to you. Yes. If you want to just think about it, you can think about it. All right. Who needs pencil? All right, only going to give you one more minute. If you didn't finish, that's fine. There's going to be plenty for you to talk about. All right. Everybody's got something down? Something's down? All right, here comes the controlled fun chaos. You're going to find the person that has the same sticker as you are, and they're going to be your partner, but they have to have the exact same sticker. Like a bunch of you have that dog character, but it's in, what's that dog called? Bluey! But it's a different position or a different image, so you want to find the same one. So you get to walk around and go like, I've got Bluey wearing a hat, and find that person. When you find them, sit down with them. If you're lost, come here. This is Missing People Central here, and we will find your partner. So, and you also can cooperate by saying, oh, I saw your sticker over there. All right? So let's try this. Arise and find your sticker partner. We're going to wrap this card. Can everybody come back to Morgan's eye?
Actually, you know what?
All right, a few questions. How many talk to somebody they don't know? Yay. All right. How many learned something
Sorry, I'm
interesting
really
about
bad
something?
talking. I'm just getting nervous.
How many of you shared something you didn't think about yourself until you shared it? And you're like, interesting. All right. Let me just say a few things and then we're going to wrap this up. The goal of this is that we want to learn about other people's identities, and that will help us to both be more welcoming and to minimize hurt. Because a lot of us, probably a lot of you shared a place where identity has been a source of hurt or pain. So a couple of key points I want to say. Number one is that people have a right to name themselves. If they wrote down an identity, you can't look at them and say, really, I don't think you're that, or I don't see you that way. We don't really care. It's how I name myself. So I know I have friends who name themselves as Black, others who name themselves as African American, others who name themselves as Haitian, right? So you don't get to say, well, the last person will look like that. I call Black, so that's what I'll call you. No. People have the right to name themselves. I could call myself lesbian, I call myself queer, I don't call myself gay. To me, gay is for men, but Ellen DeGeneres calls herself a gay woman. I don't get to make her wrong, but don't say, well, Ellen DeGeneres says she's a gay woman, so I get to, people have a right to name themselves. That makes sense? Okay. All right. And if you You can say, oh, whoops, didn't realize, and we're going to talk about, just move on. The other thing is, it's sort of related that don't make assumptions based on what you see. We can be wrong, right? I could look at you and make assumptions about who you are, what your life story is, and how you grew up, and what privileges you have. I could be totally wrong. Okay? Next thing is there are respectful ways to find out about people, how they want to be addressed and how they want to be treated. You can say, within context of a relationship, how do you call yourself, or what do you refer to yourself as, or that's fine. My former son-in-law was biracial, and total strangers would walk up to him on the street and say, what are you? Not appropriate, right? No context to that. If you're in a relationship with somebody, many things will emerge and you will develop ways of asking and learning. We're going to have 2 rules in choir that I am fond of. One is called the ouch rule. Any of you ever heard of the ouch rule before? The ouch rule says that if somebody says something that's a problem, you get to say ouch. It's literally like your toe has been stepped on. When somebody says ouch, you might feel a little embarrassed at first. What I say, but what it does is provide a teachable moment. All right, I always talk about myself. I was raised by a father who said, if you're bad, I'm going to sell you to the gypsies. And with Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves by Cher. I had no idea until I was full on 40 years old that gypsy was a pejorative term for the Roma people, sometimes known as travelers, that they were oppressed. I didn't say that word to be awful. I didn't know better. But somebody ouched me, and I went, what? And I learned, and I no longer say gypped either. Did you know gypped comes from gypsies? He gypped me, as in robbed me, stole from me, cheated me. So Maya Angelou says, when we know better, we do better. So we're just making a commitment to learning, right? I mean, my area is diversity education. All the bad words, I teach all the bad words, diversity, inclusion, equity, social justice, all right? But I'm still learning and growing all the time. Okay, so there are ways you can ask, where did you grow up, as opposed to where are you from, which sometimes sounds like a microaggression to people who say, I'm from Brooklyn. Yeah, but where you're really from, because somebody's trying to sell. And the opposite of the ouch rule is the oops rule. How many of you ever said something and the second it was out of your mouth, you went, right? So you get to say whoops. And that's a way of saying, I realize it, I got it, and then you can give people a little grace, right? If you make a mistake, we talked about this a little during the workshop on trans issues. If you make a mistake, just apologize and move on. People go into these, oh my God, I'm sorry I said it wrong, I should know better, I'm a really good person, I actually watched Oprah and I know I shouldn't say that word, and I have a relative, and then it's all about you, and reassure me that I'm a good person. Just, I say she, and they say they, and move on, all right? You don't have to go into self-flagellation to make it about you. The last thing I would say is if somebody feels ouched by something you say, what you're learning is a little bit about the history of their oppression. So if you've ever said something to somebody and they had what you would call an oversized reaction, all I said was, and they got all upset, what you're learning is that that's not the first time that's been said to them. They're sensitive. I did this myself 2 weeks ago. I have a new friend. She's from Asheville, North Carolina. I was talking about LGBT issues in the South, and I said something about in the South, and she got very offended. People say that about the South, like we're all stupid and uneducated, and I apologize. That was not my intention, but it wasn't my intention that was the problem. It was how it hit her. She's obviously had a lot of things said to her about a Southern accent and being from the South. So I learned something. I won't do that again. Doesn't mean I won't make other mistakes. Okay, so I guess all I want to say is that we're doing the best we can, but we want to get better. So this is an ongoing process. So if we can treat each other with kindness and we can the end of the world, we're not throwing you out of choir. You know, let's get better and let's be gentle with each other. So, say goodbye to your new friend.